Good evening and welcome back to the Rory Talks Football channel, your daily Arsenal news, updates, debates and my opinions. If you're new to the channel, please do subscribe. We are on the way to 11,000 subscribers. And if you could click a like on the video as well, I'd be incredibly grateful. It's good to see loads of you here. There's lots of news today. I'm going to talk about the day that I had, which was just insane, ridiculous. And for you, I am grateful that this opportunity came about, because it wouldn't do without people like you watching me. So yeah, unbelievable day. There is lots of transfer talk to talk about as well, and let's get into it. We're over halfway through the week. It's good vibes. Mohammed, Don Carlo, Wilsey, Junior Films, Hyper, Icarus, Jakob, Vivi Vlad, Heyo, Tom, Carter, Anubrata, Ian, Jakob, or Jacob. No, that's just Jacob. Leeds Gunner, Pekka, Hannah, Lukey, Smithy's here as well. AFC Max is in the building. Pelzer, Keenan, President Bozo, Fizzy, Ryan Henderson, Leo, and many, many more. It is good to see you. But yeah, today I played at the Emirates in front of, with at one point, and in front of Tony Adams, who was my manager, and Gilberto Silva, who was the opposition manager. A ridiculous experience the whole day in the changing rooms. Got this shirt, the training kit with my name on the back. Going out of the tunnel, just the whole day was unbelievable. We got given lunch as well. Ate lunch with Tony Adams and Gilberto Silva, and yeah, I'm just incredibly grateful to have been given that opportunity by you guys. So. No, I didn't score. Yes, I missed a one-on-one. Yes, I missed a one-on-one in front of Gilberto, Tony Adams, at the Emirates, at the clock end. I missed a one-on-one. Hit it straight. I hit it straight at the keeper. I froze. I hit it straight at I saw the keeper coming out. I thought, what am I going to do here? What am I going to do here? Am I going to take it around him? Am I going to dink him? Am I going to slide it past him? I'm going to hit it straight at him. Absolute donkey. Absolute donkey. That was the moment. So, yeah, we ended up drawing 4-4. Can the public watch the match? I don't know. It was being filmed. I'm not entirely sure where it's going to end up, but it was being filmed. A $5 super chat from Max. Congratulations, Rory. I'm so proud of you. All the work has gotten you this opportunity. Big up Adams and Silva. Tony Adams and Gilberto Silva, absolute gentlemen. Absolute gentlemen. Took the time out of their day and were just great energy. Yeah, they were just awesome. Max has gifted 50 memberships to the channel. Oh my God, Max, you are a legend. That is unbelievable. Max, your continued support on this channel. I'm racking up 115 charges at this point. I really am. 50 of you have just been gifted a membership by Max. If you've just been gifted a membership, please do thank Max, who is just... he's off the chain. He is off the chain. Max, thank you so much. Ultra Pro Gamer says that's the second time he's been gifted. You'll love to see it. How do you turn on gifts? Does someone know? How do you turn on gifts? I don't actually know. But that is unbelievable. That is unbelievable. Max, thank you so much. I'm speechless. Absolutely unbelievable. Honestly, I'm racking up 115 charges. Unbelievable. I have one eye on the under-17 final, another on Odegaard's masterclass, and both ears on the stream. You love to see it. That is sensational multitasking. That is sensational multitasking. Click the gift super chat. Apparently, that's how you do it. Wasn't even on the stream and got gifted. There you go. You love to see it. Welcome. I was sleepy and winding down, but the gifted membership brought me here. Thanks a lot. You love to see it. Max, honestly, Just an absolute legend. An absolute legend. But yeah, so that was the day I had, which was ridiculous. Aaron is a member for 9 months. Do you understand how crazy that is? Aaron, thank you so much. Can't wait to hit a year. Uni is done, so we'll be here more often. Love to see it. Congratulations on finishing uni. I don't know if that's finishing uni completely or just for the year, but either way, enjoy the break. And yeah, a member for 9 months. You know, for about 4 months of that, I wasn't even streaming, and he was still a member. So another big supporter of the channel, Aaron. Thank you very much. Smithy, have you turned gifts on? Because it seems remarkably unlucky, Smithy, that you still haven't been gifted, given how often you're here. But I don't know. Just have 3 more left. 3 more left. We will be there. We will be there. On Twitch, 9-month subscription is called a sub baby. So happy member baby. There you go, Aaron. That's a member baby. Congratulations and thank you. Max, another $5 from Max. Congratulations, Rory, and to the new subs. That's my present to you, the community. Max, you didn't have to. You never have to, but you do it anyway, and you're an absolute legend. Yeah, I'll be streaming tonight on Twitch. I'll be honest, I'm absolutely shattered. I'm abysmally unfit. And when you've got Tony Adams barking at you from the touchline, it gives you a second wind, you know? So I am knackered, but there will still be a stream. There will still be a stream. We need a VAR check on that. Max subs gift. You're being called to the monitor. What do you want me to VAR check on that? 1-0 Italy. I'm sorry, Francisco. I'm sorry. Who's your favorite person on Inside? Probably Joe Weller, to be honest. I think Joe Weller's come across really well. Have you seen the odds for City to get relegated next season? I believe something might happen. Yeah, but so you've got to understand the way betting odds work. Betting odds are pretty much dictated by what people are betting on. So that doesn't mean that the bookies know something that we don't. It means lots of people were betting on Man City to get relegated at like 200 to 1 because it could happen. So there you go. He might go. He's gone. I haven't really been watching it massively, to be fair. I've only been watching clips. But have you heard of the Wharton link to Arsenal? I did see something about the Wharton link to Arsenal. Yeah, I didn't even write it down, so it can't have been that incredible. But I did see it. Fizzy, thank you for being a member for 2 months. Do you see City coming out of all of these cases clean? No. No, I don't. And thank you, massive thank you, for being a member for 2 months. You love to see it. Who did the subs go to? Well, it seems like quite a lot of the subs went to... It seems like quite a lot of the memberships went to people that weren't even watching. It seems like a few of them went to people that weren't even watching because people said they got notified when they weren't even watching. So I feel like anyone that was in here that didn't get one doesn't have the thing turned on to accept gifts. I feel like that's the case. But I'm not sure. I'll double check it afterwards. I will double check it afterwards. But yeah, because people said that they got notified that they'd been gifted. So, how does it feel that you've stepped on a pitch that Saka has stood on? Pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. I was stood there at one point. Like just looking at parts of the pitch, right? And I was like, Martinelli scored against City right here. Like, he scored against City right here and wheeled away and ran to that corner. And Declan Rice scored that goal against United here. And I was over there. And he ran. And it's just like, it's crazy to just like stand there and just imagine what it must be like with 60,000 people. But yeah, it was crazy. Did I collect any grass? No, I did not collect any grass. I collected some on my knee at one point. I fell over at one point, but you should have got some Emirates grass. It's just grass. It is just grass, isn't it? How long have you been live? About 10 minutes. If City end up being innocent, do you reckon the remaining teams just up and leave for a new league? I just don't see a world where they end up innocent. Taking it to the Premier League, them going at the Premier League, I think that's the end game. Max himself is a new member. Max, thank you very much for becoming a new member. That is, I appreciate the support. I assumed you were already a member yourself, but if you weren't, you've just been gifting them. So thank you very much. What was the pitch like? The pitch actually wasn't in the pristine condition that we're used to. So what they do, I'm pretty sure what they do, oh shit, is in this like 2, 3, maybe 4 week period. I don't know exactly how long. Like they do quite a lot of play on the pitch things. So the one that I did today was with Shoba Realty. So you know these guys, the people that sponsor the training facilities. They invited me down today, so that was like their play on the pitch event. There have been quite a few other ones. And like I don't think they're watering the pitch or anything at this point. So it wasn't in pristine condition. I'm pretty sure once we've got through all of the play on the pitch things, they just rip up the turf and then relay it all with new stuff. I think. I'm not really sure. I agree, Rory, but all those potholes in Manchester are not going to fix themselves, and there is an election coming. What does that? I feel like I've missed something here. I feel like I've missed something, but there are potholes in Manchester. There are. Mafia boss, welcome. Look, some of the news though. Let's get into the news because we're 12 minutes in and we've not even mentioned the news. This is coming from Team Talk. So this is coming from Franz Fletcher, I think he's called, at Team Talk. Jacob, thank you very, very much for the 27 money. What do you think of Hugo Larsson at Frankfurt? I don't know about Hugo Larsson at Frankfurt. Let me look him up once I've got through some of this news. In fact, I'll bring him up so that I know to go back to him because I don't know much about him, to be honest with you. I do not know much about him. 19 years old. But yeah, Team Talk. So Team Talk, Franz Fletcher, they came out. Team Talk can confirm that Fulham have placed Eddie Nketiah high on their list of summer targets. Conversations are ongoing over a deal with an official offer being prepared. Nketiah has a lot of interest from within the Premier League, with Wolves and Crystal Palace huge fans of his. So this is now Emil Smith-Rowe and Eddie Nketiah, who are being courted or appreciated by multiple Premier League teams, which is just ideal for us. It's ideal for us. But again, Jacob, thank you for the 27 money. Incredibly, incredibly grateful for that. Nearly on 100 likes. Come on, let's get to 100 likes. You'll love to see it. And Hyper, a member for 2 months. Hyper, unbelievable supporter both here and on Twitch. Thank you very, very, very much. Did you read about Sesko refusing to join Arsenal because some twonk couldn't handle a 1v1 in front of 2 Arsenal legends? You fraud. No, I didn't see that. What I might have imagined is that when Sesko saw me, and look, everyone misses a one-on-one. It happens. But when Sesko saw the movement, I didn't really even move much. The first touch, at one point I had a great first touch. When he saw that, he was thinking, can I compete here? Can I compete? Am I just going to be sat on the bench whilst Rory Talks Football balls out up front? That might have been what he thought. I don't know. Devin, thank you very, very much for the $4.99 super chat. I wonder how Saka feels knowing he's going to share the pitch with the Rory Talks Football. Also, will you be eligible for Guess the Gooner? Am I eligible for Guess the Gooner? Imagine the clues for that. I don't think so. What position are you playing? I was actually kind of playing an inverted right back, I would actually say. So I was at right back, but you can't just park me out at right back. And the only reason I was doing that was because no one else was willing to do any sort of defensive work. But obviously on the ball at that point, I'm inverting, moving up into the midfield. That was how I ended up in a one-on-one situation. I mean, what sort of right back ends up one-on-one? This one. Yeah, I had to run half a length of the pitch to get to that one-on-one. Took me about 4 years to get back into my position after it, but it was worth it. This player has a history with the Carolina Reaper. Yeah, that is the sort of clues we'd be going with. An 80-year-old man trapped inside a 26-year-old's body. I felt like it out there. Flipping out. Tony Adams was flying around. He was fine. Inverted right back. The Arteta lingo is worldwide. It is. It is. I had my own Ben White moment. I did. Anyway, back to the news. So that's the Nketiah thing, and that is genuinely very, very good for selling players. The fact that there's multiple teams interested in the Premier League, we will get good prices for them based on that. Also coming from Team Talk, same source, Fraz Fletcher. Benjamin Sesko is highly admired at Arsenal, and Team Talk understands an offer is on the table, which the club believe will convince the player to pick them. Sources say Sesko is impressed by the project at Arsenal, but he is taking time to consider all of the offers. So they're claiming that an offer is out there, that Arsenal have put some sort of offer out there for him, which is interesting. I was sick last time I played on the field. Yeah, I felt at times today I did feel like I was going to die, really, pass out. I don't know. But I've got another game on Saturday. So, I've really got to focus now on, I didn't do a warm down. I'm going to be stiff as anything tomorrow. Well, don't take that out of context. But my muscles are going to be in pain tomorrow. Nothing really against Sesko, but man, I was hyped for Gyökeres. I still am. The Gyökeres train, whoop, whoop. We are still going. What would the punishment for City be? I think the punishment for City, relegating them one division isn't enough. Because if they relegate them one division, I think there will be a fair amount of City players that will be like, do you know what? I can ride it out for a year. 1 year in the Championship, I can ride it out for a year. We get promoted, and then it's business as normal. I think they need to be relegated to the absolute bottom of football, of the football pyramid. They should basically have to restart as if they were a new team, right at the bottom, below where #United had to start. That's where they should go back to. And that way they would lose every single player. And that's what I think would be fair. That is what I think would be fair. No, not even League Two. League Two isn't enough. A 5-year transfer ban and relegation plus huge debt. But again, one relegation isn't enough. The 5-year transfer ban wouldn't be enough because they just keep the players that they've already got. That would be the problem. Yeah, the Isthmian League. Exactly. Are there any midfield options that we look to be strong candidates to sign? Because if it's not Bruno G or Douglas Luiz, there isn't anyone I know of. That's all I'm saying. That is all I'm saying. There was a Jorginho Thomas Partey hybrid style player on the pitch today. Homegrown talent. I feel part of the homegrown quota. It's an option. Mikel, if you're watching, it's an option. That's all I'm saying. But no, there are quite a few options, I think. No, I don't put Fofana in that. Do you know what? Actually, whilst you're talking about that, Bruno G, Douglas Luiz, one of the other options was João Neves. But Fabrizio Romano today says João Neves has been mentioned as a possible alternative for Arsenal in midfield. My information there remains that Neves has been scouted by Arsenal, as well as Man United and Man City. All clubs are interested, but nothing is advanced at this stage. It's also important to remember that Neves' price tag is double compared to Zubamendi, as his release clause is 120 million euros. So I just think that release clause is going to be the problem for João Neves. Fabrizio also said, we keep hearing a lot of stories about Martin Zubamendi. Some outlets are now stating that he's unlikely to leave Real Sociedad as he is happy and he is not looking to leave the Basque region. That was we said that yesterday. Who did that come from yesterday? The Athletic yesterday spoke about Zubamendi not wanting to leave the Basque region. Fabrizio, however, said, my understanding remains that is not decided yet. Zubamendi's future, his decision, is still not clear yet. It remains an open situation, and he has a 60 million euro release clause. So pretty much, Fabrizio not going head-to-head with them. It's not a major thing, but he's effectively saying no to what the Athletic said yesterday about Zubamendi. So that's interesting. Max with a $20 super chat. Max, unbelievable. Thank you so much. He says, I think City punishment is a joke. I want them relegated to the Championship have 3 years, 50-point deduction, and a transfer ban with the trophies stripped. Did you say you were playing right back, and were you overlapping or inverted? Yeah, I was playing at right back, mainly inverted. There wasn't, I'll be honest, the right winger in front of me. Good player. Kind of a, I'd imagine if you mixed Vic Star 1, 2, 3 with my nan, and she is dead. So, no, the right winger was a problem, which really meant that I was having to do 2 roles. But, he was a great guy. He really was. But Max, thank you again for the $20. Unbelievable. Yeah, Rory on the overlap. Yeah, it's not a sight to behold, I'll be honest. It's not a sight to behold. If I'm on the overlap, the winger has to hold on to it for about 3 years by the time I get onto the overlap. So, Heard Chelsea are waiting for us to make an offer for Sesko so that they can go higher. Yeah, but that only works if we don't trigger the release clause, though. He's got a release clause, so if we took it, then it would be fine. Honestly, you look fit. Well, thank you very much. You don't really look fat at all. No, I'm not fat. I wouldn't say I'm fat. I'd say I'm just a little, podgy is how I'd describe it. Just a little podgy, I look like a 65-year-old Zinchenko. Yeah, but I do at least have height. I'm 6 foot, so I've at least got a bit of, I win the aerial duels. Wasn't here recently, so you might have talked about it, but did you see we are linked to Tsigankov? I did, yeah. It's actually I spoke about it in yesterday's video. So I don't know if you want to go back and watch that. I spoke about it yesterday. It's an interesting one. It is an interesting one. How much do you weigh? I don't know, about 13 stone, I think. About 13 stone, something like that. I haven't weighed myself in a long time, but it's normally around about that mark. More news. This came from David Ornstein today, again on Benjamin Sesko. David Ornstein is saying, I've spoken before about how highly Arsenal think of him. He's pretty much top or very prominent on their list of candidates. Things aren't actually happening with him just yet, but there are lots of conversations. Max has given another 10 memberships. Unbelievable. Max, thank you so much. That's 60 gifted memberships in one stream. As I keep saying, I am incredibly grateful for your support. And again, if you've just been gifted a membership by Max, please do thank him. There you go. Floki has been gifted. Is that name based on the Floki, as in Floki from Vikings? Floki? Ragnar? What a goat Floki is. If not, ignore me. But no more Gyökeres steam train. No, there is a Gyökeres steam train, and I am the captain. But it is looking tough. With Smithy. Smithy still doesn't have. Oh, unlucky Smithy. I mean, surely at this point he just doesn't have it turned on. Surely. 199 from Devin. Max must have hit a crazy parlay yesterday. That's American. I mean, you did send dollars, so I assume you are American. We don't actually use that word in the UK, the parlay. But I mean, Max, the parlay winner. No, he's just a baller. But he's an absolute legend. He is an absolute legend. But yeah, so I think that's quite interesting from Ornstein. He's not saying that there's an offer on the table, which obviously goes against what we said from Team Talk. But he said that there are lots of conversations and he is pretty much top or very prominent on our list of candidates. So that's a big one. I think that's the first time that we've had, top level journalists come out and say, yeah, they are really interested in him. So I think that's actually quite important in terms of how this Sesko saga goes. And it isn't looking good for Victor Gyökeres. How do you become a member? So I think below me, that nearly sounded like below me. Below me, it will say, it has my name, and then it says like subscribe, and then I think it says join the channel. I think it says join channel or something like that. And if you click on that and then just follow the steps, I assume, But you never need to become a member. I mean, I massively do appreciate the support. Don't get me wrong, but I do this shit for free. But I do appreciate it. Denlar, what would you consider a successful transfer window? Significant sales, raising at least 100 million through sales is really important. And then I think nailing the Saka backup, nailing the striker, and nailing the midfielder. I think they are the big ones. I think the defense realistically can do another season without bringing anyone in. I would like us to bring in Hato or Hanko maybe or Diamande, but I do think it's the least important of the positions. Max with another $5. Thank you, Max. He said, Rory, how much do I need to spend for you to buy a new camera, computer, and send the rest of the money to Arsenal for transfers? I don't know. I am going to get a new camera, though. I am going to get a new camera at some point. I want to do more things, especially because this summer I'm going to be like when I go away. Obviously, the streams would just not happen. But I'm like, I might do. This is a bit, but I might vlog. Whilst I'm like away. And to do that, I need a proper camera because this one's just like a webcam. So that is numero uno on the agenda. But yeah, I want Victor Osimhen at Arsenal. It's possible, but I think it's far less likely than Sesko at this point. I think it's far less likely. We need to stop haggling and just pay Sesko's release clause. Yeah, well, we can't. Yeah, the transfer window hasn't opened yet. Who knows if we are haggling? The transfer window doesn't open until the 14th, so we'll wait and see. Are they Australian dollars? They are. They are Australian dollars. AFC Max is an Aussie. Bye, Rory. Sorry I haven't been in the streams for a while. No worries, hi. Good to see you, and goodbye. How do you put up with the City fans on panels doing these mental gymnastics to convince us that nothing is wrong here and little City is fighting the man? I mean, it's incredibly, it's incredibly odd the way that some City fans think that they're like the underdog here, and that they're the poor downtrodden club that's fighting back against the injustice of the Premier League. It's like you're a state-backed sports washing elite club that cheated at every step of the way. This isn't, it's bizarre. But they actually convinced some other fans. I've seen I saw an Everton fan saying, oh, yeah, the Premier League, they won't let anyone else join the big club cartel. It's like, Everton wouldn't be, Everton went through a period where they were kind of finishing 4th and 5th. They didn't capitalize on that. They could have done. But ultimately, the hard truth is, in Liverpool are the big team. That's just how it is. They are the global team. 9% wear Spurs pajamas. Scandalous. That is scandalous. That is absolutely scandalous. Who are we interested in? Who are we most interested in for the midfield right now? I honestly don't know. I'm genuinely, I don't want to sit here and give you a name because it would just be waffle. It would be me pretending that I know something that I don't. I think we've been linked to a fair few midfielders. But the reality is we've not had a solid link to any of them yet. Even in terms of if I'm looking at Ornstein today, talking about Sesko being very much top or prominent on our list, he's not said that about any specific midfielder yet. So the reality is we don't know. We know that we are very keen on Zubimendi. And we know that because we were keen on him last summer. We were keen on him in the previous January. But, again, how far is that interest going to go if he doesn't want to leave Spain? Who knows? It's tough. Everton and Villa fans are on Twitter backing up City. Many seem to think it will get rid of PSR when it's about APT, and UEFA have more stringent rules. Poor little Villa. Yeah, that's what they don't understand. This isn't about FFP. This is about APT rules. This is about the associated party transaction rules and City inflating their revenue through sponsorships. It's literally just about them breaking the rules. And actually, Villa, Everton, Villa have made it into the top 4, but if you take Man City out of the equation, who realistically shouldn't be there, Man City have been in the top 4 consecutively, I think, for the last 12 years. Is it 12 years? Maybe even more than that. Maybe 14 years. They've consecutively been in the top 4. That's one of the 4 top 4 spaces taken by a club that realistically has no right to be there. Your Villas and Evertons and Newcastles, they could be taking that spot more if City weren't up there. So I think they're fools. This midfielder lack of news makes me fear that Partey might stay. I don't think he will be fit enough to start next season. We are a long way away. Honestly, Floki, I would say do not panic. I would say do not panic. I would say relax. We are still 9 days away from the transfer window even opening. At that point, you've got the Euros. You've got Copa America. There will be clubs that don't want to do much business during that period. If you're going to spend a lot of money on a player, you probably want to make sure that they've already got through the Euros or Copa America unscathed without an injury. So yeah, I would not worry. I would not worry yet. I would not. Who is going to back up Raya when Rambo goes? Well, we don't know. This is an interesting one because Arsenal are trying to keep Karl Hein. Karl Hein, the youth player, we are trying to keep him, but as it stands, he's out of contract in June and will leave. Okonkwo has gone. If Ramsdale goes as well, then we're just left with Raya. So we might even need to buy 2. Max is given $50. Oh my God. What I find laughable about the City thing is that they released a statement that if they lose, they can't afford the best players in the world, make fans pay more money, can't help the Women's Academy and other project. Oh no, how terrible. Yeah, it's laughable. Max, I mean, thank you so much. I dread to think how much this stream has cost you, to be honest. But I'm just unbelievably grateful. But yeah, the whole thing about City saying these rules will mean that we can't buy the best players, and so we'll have to charge fans more, and we'll have to take money away from the women's team, the youth academy, and community programs. Bear in mind, community programs, if you spend money on community programs, that's not factored into your FFP. That's not factored into PSR. You can spend as much money as you want on that. It's not factored in. So them saying that is literally just blackmail. That's them saying, like, we are going to go out of our way, because they don't need to pull money from that. If anything, the PSR would mean they had more money to spend on that. So yeah, it's insane. It's insane, and it is blackmail. That's ultimately what it is. It's blackmail against their own club. They're effectively blackmailing their own club, but really they're blackmailing the council. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. But again, Max, thank you so much for that. Unbelievable, absolutely unbelievable. Have you seen the City lineup for the law case? Rodri is starting. For fuck's sake, unbelievable. Do you think? I don't think Max knows he can comment without gifting money. I don't know. Don't tell him. Don't tell him. No, he's just a legend. He's just a legend. Where do you rank Odegaard of the best players in the world? Surely he is high, still underrated in my opinion. I think he's top 20. I think he's top 20. I don't want to go too crazy on it. Like, at times he's top 10. At times he's top 10. At times he is one of the best players in the world. But if you're talking like consistently, if we saw the Odegaard that we saw from November onwards for the next 2 seasons consistently, he's easily top 10. Easily top 10. He probably is top 10 anyway, to be fair. But play it safe, top 20. Ryan, good to see you. I know you looked at Vareem yesterday. Look at Wieffer. Let's have a gander. Actually, there's a couple of players I need to look at, so I'll do that in a second because someone else wanted me to look at someone else, which I just realised I haven't done yet. So I will do that. Chelsea game was so nice. Yeah, if he can pull them out consistently, then that'd be unreal. Sport Cat, good to see you. In fact, look, we'll look at these two now. So we've got. Oh wait, I need to do this. Whoa. That's not what I want. There we go. So this is Hugo Larsson. I was told to look at Hugo Larsson. He is a 19-year-old central midfielder that can play as a 6. You know, that's not blowing me away. He plays for Eintracht Frankfurt. 21 games, 21 starts this season, 29 matches. I mean, that's orange, isn't it? That is orange. That is orange. Doesn't create much. Well, doesn't score much. Doesn't do much there. Don't create much. His pass accuracy is decent, although he doesn't actually play a huge amount of passes. What? I mean, do you watch? Is this a relative of yours? He's very much a prospect. Yeah, fair. I know. Look, a central midfielder playing at 19, fair. And these are stats, right? They're just stats. But they're not a much greenery. Not much greenery. Max with another $10 super chat. Max, you're crazy. You are crazy. You are crazy. Rory, do you want me to buy the Arsenal targets instead of Arsenal? I was surprised Saliba was third for potential Arsenal when Odegaard, Gabriel Saka and Rice have had a better season. Yeah, it's difficult to rank them. It really is difficult to rank them. I would, if you could go out and buy Victor Gyökeres, if you could just pay the release clause on Victor Gyökeres and then just say to Arsenal, like, I've done it now. So even if they get angry about it, just be like, well, I've done it now. I've done it now. So you know, here he is. I'll fly him over. I'll pay for the flight with the money that you've given me. You pay the release clause. I'll pay for the flight, and we just walk him in. I'll get Tony and Gilberto Silva on the blower. Back me up a bit, and we'll get it done. 27 Max again, by the way. Thank you very, very much. But we got 27 money from Didadart. He says we should go for Dovbyk. It's Dovbyk, right? Not Dobrik. I think you mean. Do you mean? Is there a different player called Dobrik, or do you mean Dovbyk? I feel like you mean Dovbyk. We have been linked to him. I don't disagree. Is Hjulmand available? Thank you very, very much for the 27 money. Dovbyk's an interesting one. My worry about going for Girona players is how good are the players actually. That's my slight worry about going for Girona players is how good are the players actually. But Dovbyk has looked decent, to be fair. I'm just not sure that it's someone that we'll go for. Is Hjulmand available? I don't know. I like Hjulmand. Again, having watched them a lot this season, I do like him. Yeah, we'll see. Could you look at Quinton Timber? Jurrien Timber's brother. I rate him. He would be a decent signing. We actually looked at all of the Timber brothers quite recently. So just for the people that already saw that, I'm not going to go through it again. But we did look at the Timber brothers recently. What was the name of the other guy that someone wanted? What was I meant to look at? What was his name? What was his name? What was it? Wieffer. Was it Mats Wieffer? Was it this guy? Was it this? Mats Wieffer. Now we're talking, baby. Now we're talking. Oh, yeah. 24-year-old central midfielder, can play as a 6. Well, supposedly 25 million euro market value, 188 centimeters. What's that? 6'1"? What's that? Is that about 6'1"? I don't know. One day they'll change it. That's outrageous. 97% for aerial duels. Loads of touches. I mean, just all round, the lowest one is 61%. This is saucy. Started 29 games, 5 goals, 3 assists, 6'2", 6'1", 6'2", something like that. Fair enough. Green, absolute green. This is decent for a midfielder. And he doesn't take many shots, by the way. Look at that. This is what you want. Not as many shots, orange for the shots, but green for the goals. So he's scoring more from his shots. I like that. I like that. Relatively creative. Pass accuracy is at the lower end of what I'd want for a central midfielder. That's kind of, you're looking at like 80% is really the absolute bottom of what's acceptable. Really, you want it to be up closer to 90%. But yeah, it's not too bad. Chance creation, it's fine. Our chance creation doesn't really come from that area of the pitch anyway. This is very nice. Loads of touches. Dribble success is decent. Duels 1, absolute monster. Absolute monster in the duels. Love that. Recoveries, possession 1 in the final third's decent. That's decent. That's decent. You can change the height metrics in the settings. But I have to sign in. Maybe I will at some point. Maybe I'll sign in at some point. Stop whinging about it. Fix the problem myself. I mean, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Remember the PSV midfielder you talked about yesterday? 15 million release clause. Do you think he's good? Yeah, again, I've not seen enough of him play, but his stats were green. We saw some absolute greenery. I can look up Zubimendi. It's a while since we looked at Zubimendi. It is a while since we looked at Zubimendi. I can do that. This is the last one we'll look at, though. So he's not a chance creator by any stretch. I mean, he's not massively tall either. He's not massively tall. He's not massively strong. Not a prolific goal scorer from midfield. Am I paying your wages at this point? You may as well be. You may as well be. Yeah. I mean, you're a goat. You're an absolute goat. Passing, it's all right. It's all right. I mean, this is why we looked before. Really not creative. Really not creative. Defensively, questionable. It's just, it's not. Doesn't really win the ball back massively in the final. I mean it's just all a bit. I know it's about how Sociedad play. I'm sure some of it is about how Sociedad play. But again, the problem is, right, I'm looking at these and it's not good reading. I'm looking at these and it's not good reading. I watched him play. Not a huge amount. But when I did watch him play, I really wasn't blown away. Arteta will probably get him cooking, though. He probably would, but it's like, could he get someone else that would cook even more? Rory's obsession with trains means another round of gifted memberships will prompt him to run a train on you. Oh, what are we doing here? Hyper, you've lost your head. This is barbaric. This is YouTube. This isn't a late night Twitch stream here. This is the height of professionalism on this channel. You've absolutely lost it. Fafana, Rory, find VV Vlad comment. That's another $2 from Max. The concept of just, what did he say? What did Vlad say? Max, Matthew Flamini, Arsenal connections, billionaire. First two letters the same. Is Max Matthew Flamini? Is Max Matthew Flamini? Who knows? Who knows? Maybe. I don't know. But he's unbelievable. He is unbelievable. Anyway, it is time for Guess the Gooner, the game where I give you 5 clues about an ex or current Arsenal player, and you have to guess who that player is in the chat. First person to get it right wins the pride and respect of the Rory Talks Football community. Get your fingers on your keyboards because we're starting now. Clue number 1. This player is a World Cup winner. This player is a World Cup winner. Clue number 2. They scored 24 goals in 243 games for Arsenal. They scored 24 goals in 243 games for Arsenal. Clue number 3, they moved from Arsenal to Panathinaikos in 2008. They moved from Arsenal to Panathinaikos in 2008. Clue number 4, they are an Arsenal invincible. Clue number 4, they are an Arsenal invincible. And clue number 5, they have 93 caps for Brazil. Clue number 5, they have 93 caps for Brazil. You know what? I played a game for the smart people. I played a game for the smart people today. But who got it first? Who got it first? Who got it first after I said starting now? And the answer is Ultra Pro Gamer. It's Ultra Pro Gamer. It was Gilberto Silva. King Kai was second. Congratulations. Ronan was third. Amar was fourth. And Jamie was fifth. So there you go. Yeah, it was the smart play. It was the smart play to go for Gilberto Silva. You knew it was coming. You knew it was coming. There is no VAR check on that. There is no VAR check. It had to be the first person to say it after I said starting now. So there you go. Ronan says, on my screen, I'm the first after your message. But on my screen, you're not, Ronan. And that's the problem that you've got. On my screen, and I promise you now, I'm not a liar. I'm not a liar. This is how it goes on my screen, right? On my screen, you said Sonogo before I typed starting now. I typed starting now. Mike said Vela. Kyle said Yas. Adam said Senderos. Ronan said Wilshire. Ultra Pro Gamer said Silva. That was how it was on my screen. I promise you, I am no liar. That is how it was on my screen. So there you go. Max has done a $2 super chat. King Kai actually won. VAR check, goal not given. But the problem is, Max, I think you're looking before my message. I think you are looking before my message. That is the problem. I mean, I've gone through what it is on my screen. VAR cannot overturn this. I'm looking at it with my own eyes here. I'm looking at it with my own eyes. I don't know what to tell you. It's there. It's there. So goal is given. I'm sorry, Max. I've gone to the monitor. VAR, goal given, Ultra Pro Gamer. Check complete. The referee's on-field decision stands. Ultra said Silva. He did say Silva, yeah. As in Gilberto Silva. Oh, yeah. You said check complete. Yeah. Check complete. Love from Kenya. Love to Kenya. What a place. That was controversial and lengthy. That's what they say about me. No, I'm not goal given. I'm telling you, I'm going PGMOL. Go to them, mate. Go to them. I'll roll out Dermot Gallagher. Don't you worry about it. I've got him in my back pocket. I'm paying him with the money you pay me. But thank you for another $5 super chat. Absolutely unbelievable. Look at General in Discord. That's a little plug for the Discord, by the way. Links down in the description. What are you trying to say? You're trying to say you didn't win? It's on my screen. Look, people are telling me that Silva, Ultra Pro Gamer put it, but you've got to understand. Mine comes up instantly on my screen. Do you see what I'm saying? It's all about internet. Because my message comes up instantly on my screen. This is crazy. Mohammed with a 220 money. Unbelievable. Mohammed, thank you very much. Hi, what do you think about Ricci? Ricci to Arsenal. I have no idea. Ricci? Who is this guy? Who is this guy? Mohammed, I don't know who I'm looking for here. Is this a guy? Samuele. Oh, I've got him. I've got him. I've got him. I've got him. As you gave 220 money, we will look at it. Torino, I do know who this is. I do know who this is. Centre mid, can play as an attacking midfielder. 22 years old, right-footed. Interesting. That's not incroyable. Played well against Monza. It's a bit orange. It's a bit orange. Again, you know, you don't know how Torino play, right? Pass accuracy is good. That's good. That's nearly up at 90%. I like that. That's decent. Again, what? To be honest, I know nothing about him. Which position would he play? Which position would he play? Thank you very, very much for the 220 money. Thank you very much for that. Orange settings. Left 8. Left 8, I could see. Left 8, I could see it working, potentially. Here's a left field name, Liao. I don't think Liao's even that left field, to be fair. I'm not sold on Rafa Liao. I think he's a bit over I think he's a bit overrated, Rafa Liao. I'm not sure it's worth it. I'm not sure it's worth it. But again, Mohammed, thank you very, very much for that support. Genuinely. Anyway, it is time for Guess the Non-Gooner. I am going to give you the entire career path of a player who does not and has not played for Arsenal. You have to guess who that player is in the chat. First person to get it right wins the immense pride and respect of the Rory Talks Football community, but not as much respect as Ultra Pro Gamer currently has. Max has gifted another 5. He says Nketiah has submitted evidence to Discord for arbitration. I've seen the evidence. I've seen the evidence. Do you want to see my evidence? Let me give you my. I'm going to take a picture. I'm going to take a picture. And you can see my evidence to the court. You can see, where is it? Where is it? Here we go. Here we go. My evidence to the court. My evidence to the court. Here we go. Taking a picture of it. I'm taking a picture of it. Look at it. Look at it. There you go. If you want to see that picture, it's on Discord. Links down in the description to the Discord. And I'm going to put it in there right now. And you can all apologize. You can all say, I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry. Here we go. There you go. There you go. I'll accept your apologies as and when they come. I'll accept the apologies. I'll accept the apologies. Thank you. Ian with the $7 Canadian says, great feed as usual. Great RTF crew. Get the likes up, people. Ian, thank you very, very much for that support. Yeah, get the likes up. I don't know how many likes we're on. We hit 100, which is really the main one. It's all falling apart. The show is falling apart because now loads of you have guessed a load of names. What are the odds that you've actually guessed the right name? What's the odds that anyone's actually guessed the right name? Pretty slim, right? But you have guessed a lot of names, so now I don't know. Has anyone guessed the right name? I don't reckon so. I don't reckon anyone's guessed it. So this player started their career at the Man City Youth Academy. They started at the Man City Youth Academy. They went to Chelsea. They went on loan to Bolton Wanderers. They then moved permanently from Chelsea to Liverpool. From Liverpool, they went on loan to West Brom. They then moved to Trabzonspor, and then they moved to Perth Glory. So Man City Academy, Chelsea, Bolton on loan, Liverpool permanently, West Brom on loan, Trabzonspor, Perth Glory. And again, Ian, thank you very, very much for the $7 Canadian. Incredibly grateful. Who was the first person to get it? It was Jamie. Jamie was the first person to get it right. Jamie, congratulations. It was indeed Daniel Sturridge. It was Daniel Sturridge. Jamie, congratulations. James Bidder was second. Amar was third. Sportcat was fourth. And Ibby was fifth. So there you go. There you go. Congratulations, Jamie. Smithy got it before you gave clues. VAR. Did he, though? Did he, though? I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Did my picture send to the... Oh, no, there you go. There you go. The picture is there. The picture is now in the Discord. James Bidder having a mare today. No. James Bidder said Sturridge there. Jamie said it there. Jamie said it 4 above. James Bidder said Sterling, Ireland, Sancho, Grant Holt, Ronaldo. These are all James Bidder guesses. Jota, Bruno G, Goetze, Royce, Mane, Deco, Kamada, Pepe. That's it. That's it. That's it. He didn't guess it first. He didn't guess it first. I'm right. I'm right. Yeah, James Bidder. Every single one of James Bidder's guesses just got. Every single one of James Bidder's guesses just got judged. It's Ibby. Oh, now people are saying it's Ibby. Oh. Right. Come on. Did Ibby say it first? Right. Let me go up. Right. Jamie said Sturridge here. Right. Let me find Ibby. Let me find Ibby. I can't even find a message from Ibby. I legitimately can't even see a message from Ibby. Am I just being sent on a ridiculously wild goose chase here? Because what is this? There's not even a message from Ibby before that one. Ibby said Sturridge there, which is below it. I feel like I've really been sent on a wild goose chase here. This is unbelievable. This is unbelievable. Where did Ibby say it? Unless it... Was it miles back? This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Nah, I'm not having it. I'm not having it. This is obscene. I swear to God, that message just isn't here on mine. I swear to God. It just isn't on my screen. It just isn't on my screen. The message before... I promise you. I promise you. Again, I'm taking a picture of it. The message before JC's message on mine is this one. Loftus Cheek from Ronan. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. We've got an equipment failure. Ibby, if it was you, congratulations. Jamie, congratulations. 115 charges. To be quite honest, I think Max has just broken the chat. That's what I'm going to blame it on. Max, you're going to have to take the fall for it. You're going to have to. My name has been dragged through the mud as a VAR so much. Literally everyone put Ibby on Discord. I know, but on my screen, it's not. Jamie's sharing it with Ibby. Look at this. What a fantastic community. What a fantastic community. Look, anyway, we've been going for over an hour because of that. That is going to be the end of the stream. I am speechless at the support shown by all of you. Obviously, particularly Max. You're just unbelievable. Aaron, Jacob, Hyper, Devin. Who else was in there as well? Someone else. Diddy Dart was in there. Mohammed came through big. Ian as well. And to all of you, as always, that just watch. Today is a day I'll never forget. And that is thanks to a lot of you. Arne Slot. La, 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 la. But look, that is going to be the end of the stream. I'll be live on Twitch later. I'll be back tomorrow as normal with the YouTube. And until then, have a fantastic evening. Like and subscribe before you leave. And goodbye.